we're just going to Void on the Little Prince. Little Prince is gone. Those bats are going to die, and he's going to lose his entire tower. He just called GG's. And it really is GG's. That's crazy. That is the power of this deck. What's up, gamers? It's Durkee here, and today we're going to be using the deck with the single highest win rate in all of Clash Royale. Over a 60% win rate is absolutely insane, and the deck is on my bottom left. Maybe you could have guessed it. It's Lava Hound, and Lava Hound and Giant Beatdown go hand in hand with being the easiest decks to play and decks with the highest win rate. So if you have any of these cards at a reasonably high level, give this deck a try. It's so easy. With or without multiple evolutions, even if you only have one evolution, give this deck a try, and I promise you will get dubs. So here we are in this in this match here. He does have a Tesla, but again, that's really no problem for us. So he can't defend this balloon, or protect this balloon rather, because of the Tesla being out of hand. We're going to support this with Skelly Dragons, and I'm going to zap this as well just because I want the fire rate to be reset. And then the Skeleton Drag is going to basically take care of the Little Prince. Honestly, that was pretty well defended by him, but even just the residue of our push is going to be problematic for him. If you only have one evolution, I would recommend putting in Barbarians for the Evo Valkyrie and then keeping the Evo Zap. I feel like it's a pretty important card. So we're up here against Expo. Again, not really too threatened by this matchup, to be completely honest. A good Expo player can give you problems because they have two buildings in their deck, but this guy's playing kind of poorly. So we're going to do this. Go for the Lava Hound here, and then go for the Void onto the I'm actually going to Void the Expo. Hear me out, hear me out. I don't think he's going to block it. It's going to pretty much finish off the entire Expo. And that was a plus, what, 3 trade for us, which is absolutely insane. Good skeleton block by him. But again, like, what does he do now? Dang, that just got melted. Now Inferno Dragon's locking onto the tower, and he's in trouble. Yeah, damn near took his entire tower. So life is good for us. I'm going to cycle a Valkyrie into the lane that he wants to Expo. Kind of want to get to my Evo Valk as well. I haven't had an opportunity to play that just yet. Cycle a Zap, just so we can get to our Evo Zap for the next push. Inferno Dragon in the back. And what does he do here? Like, I don't really know what he's supposed to do. Double Elixir gets way better for the Lava Hound player. And yeah, I think he might have just given up. Honestly, I kind of wouldn't blame him. He probably saw the matchup and was like, I'm not going to be able to defend this. So, pretty good first game there. I feel like we didn't really do anything special other than just like play a broken deck. So, I'm excited to show you more of what this deck can do in the later matchups. But for now, we're just going to 3-crown this guy and catch you in the next one. See you there. All right, in our next match against Nova Darkness. And if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Beatdown decks versus Daggered Duchess are just OP, for lack of a better word. They're just unparalleled. They're so good. I feel like the matchup spread is insane when you're running, like, your rate of success when you're going for a Beatdown deck versus Daggered Duchess versus like any other style of deck. I'm just going to cycle these guards here in my Valkyrie. Just kind of chill, honestly. I think he's running a Lava Hound deck too, which is kind of funny. Just kind of funny, I don't know. I'm not surprised. I feel like most of the decks that I'm going to face are going to be Lava Hound. Yeah, I was going to say they're going to be Lava Hound or something else. So what we're going to do, we're going to go Lava here in front to keep this alive. Right, so because he didn't want my Inferno Dragon to survive that interaction, which kind of makes sense. So yeah, we're going to go like this. And it looks like we're probably going to have a mirror matchup of some sorts, which is totally not surprising because, like I said, it's really good. I think we defended that pretty well, all things considered. He might be running the exact same deck as us, which would be, like, super interesting. Okay. So he just made that big push. Didn't really get a lot from it. I think I'm once again going to cycle my Valkyrie. I want to get to my Evo 1. He hasn't yet played any of the ground cards, so I'm going to do that. I'll probably wait on the guards. Yeah, he is running the exact same deck. It's interesting. I could void it. Oh, he has Night Witch. That's actually worse for us, to be honest. I don't want to see the Night Witch. That's pretty bad for us. I'm trying to get a good zap here onto all of these bats because the bats are really problematic for us to defend. Okay, he goes for the lava right away. We need to go Inferno Dragon like this, like kind of behind our tower, and then Skelly Drags like this because the only good spell he has here is Void. And Void doesn't really take care of all of this because it's so close to the tower. Good Evo Valkyrie as well. Glad that we had her in cycle. And now what we're going to try and do is get a really nice counter push. That's kind of the goal anyways here. I want to try and get a Lava down. Come on. Go, Lava, go. Ugh. Okay, Lava does get down. We're going to have our Void ready for his Inferno Dragon. Okay, he doesn't play the Inferno Dragon. He goes for that instead, which is actually quite smart. Nice. That's still going to get melted, though. I'm going to zap here. Inferno Dragon here. We're going to do this. Because he still needs to DPS that down. We're going to immediately Void onto his Inferno Dragon. Try and get that balloon onto the tower. Nice. Inferno Dragon's down. And I think that balloon's going to connect. I'm going to Evo Zap as well, just to make sure that that gets taken care of. And I want to threaten the 3 crown because he's going to be able to take our tower most likely. Actually, he just used his Void, so if we catch the miner, we might be able to negate the damage. Oh, no, we do not catch the miner, unfortunately, but that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to Lava in the pocket because I don't think he has Inferno Dragon in hand. He can't block this. We're going to get a well-timed zap off here like this. Try and get that balloon to the tower. Come on, balloon. Come on, balloon. Give me another shot. One more shot. One more shot. One more shot. No. The frustrating interaction for me. That's okay. He had to spend a lot there. Just go ahead and do Inferno Dragon here. Guards to catch the miner. That's definitely coming down. We're going to try and block the Void with the Valkyrie. Yeah, Void doesn't get a lot of value for him in this matchup specifically because we can block it. Or sorry, if we block it, it doesn't get as much damage as you would probably want. We're going to Lava Hound in the pocket. And I'll probably get a good zap here onto all of this just to try and make sure that we win this interaction. I'm honestly just going to Void. Like, I need to start getting damage onto the tower here. Yeah, nice. We take care of the Skeleton Dragon, so that's good with me. Okay. Going to reset with Skeleton Dragons in the back. He's definitely going to go with the Lava either in the pocket or, yeah, I was going to say, or somewhere else, so that's fine. Okay. We're going to make sure that we take care of his Inferno Dragon. We're going to get a nice Evo Zap here as well. Just to keep perpetually resetting the Inferno Dragon is really, really important. The Inferno Dragon is kind of like the card to make sure that you defend against in this matchup. Guards to catch all of this. And it's kind of one of those things that's like, neither of us can like super break through or defend. So I'm going to keep pressuring. I don't want him to feel like he can go all in. Nice. That was a really bad Void because the Lava Hound is kind of tanking for it. We're going to zap here and make sure this balloon gets at least death damage onto the tower. Void to finish off the game. So GG's against that guy. Honestly, he didn't play horribly, but I think we made a few better decisions at the micro level. So GG's to Nova Darkness. We'll take the dub. Catch you in the next match. Cool. Into our next match here against Naruto or Naruto, depending on how you're supposed to say it. And if you're feeling crazy, okay. I was going to say you can start with Lava first play, and that's kind of the equivalent of what he just did. He went Giant first play. So let's do this. And let's just try and get some damage here. I know the Firecracker is really good. Okay. Let's do this. I was going to avoid the Firecracker, but Inferno Dragon should take care of it. And now I'm going to zap here to reset this onto the Puffs. And now my Inferno Dragon... Oh! He arrows. I had an idea. That Inferno Dragon probably would have taken the tower, so that would have been nice. Decent start. I mean, he kind of just went Giant first play, so yeah, it is what it is. We're both running no skill beatdown decks. It is what it is. Let's call a spade a spade. All right, he does it yet again. I'm going to immediately Guards. Just try and DPS this down as quick as possible. Yeah, he goes for the Firecracker. We're going to defend this a little differently than the way that we did previously. Nice, so that's fine. No damage there from him. Okay, I'm going to try and get my King Terror activated here. I think it will be worth it. Okay, so let's do this. Lava to activate King Tower. Go like this to save our tower with the Skelly Dragons. And we'll Void for the Tesla. So that was kind of... I don't want to say calculated, but it was calculated. Lava's going to be sponging up all this damage. And he's back to... yeah. Firecracker, when they have a quick cycle Firecracker, it's like kind of hard to work around. So well played to him, honestly, cycling back to his Firecracker. That's really smart. We're going to perpetually have to play around that for the entire game. We're going to do this. Take care of that Evo Firecracker. I don't think he has a zap. Yeah. Good start for him, honestly. I think things will get a little better for us in Double Elixir, but we'll have to see. Nice. Okay, he kind of messed all that up, I feel like. Okay. Now's our time. Like I said, the Firecracker is the big nuisance. So we're going to go ahead and zap that and the Tesla. Because it's going to be really hard for us to just get it off the board in general. I think we want to save our Void for his Evo Firecracker. Okay, let's get the balloon down. Let's Evo Zap this. Okay. Void here. I don't think he can get back to another Firecracker, which is awesome for us. He can only do arrows, so we got a pressure here. Okay, we want to take that tower. Beautiful. Nice. Nice. Now we're in a good spot. I was like, if we can get it to a 2-tower game, that's going to be awesome for us. He kind of wastes his Evo Firecracker, in my opinion. I think that's a waste. Now we're going to do this, because the Valkyrie's going to be sponging up for a lot, and the balloon can get to the tower. Nice. He has to go for a bad... Not bad fireball, but definitely a desperation fireball, as well as a desperation giant. So now's our time to reset here with the Lava Hound. It's not over, baby. It's not over. In fact, it's looking quite good, I would say. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna zap and then void onto the Firecracker and the Tesla. Hopefully, when the Tesla pops up. Let's do this. No, I don't know if I would have gone for that balloon again, but that's okay. Nice. He goes for the fireball. We're going to go for the Inferno Dragon here. Balloon gets a hit. Huge hit. Huge hit. And again, I'm going to zap on this. Hopefully it gets taken care of with the little lava puffs. Beautiful. Pretty bad Tesla. I'm just going to void it. I'm just going to void it. That Firecracker surviving is so annoying. We're going to go like this. The Knight only takes damage if it's walking. And we're going to go guards low. And then cycle to an Inferno Dragon. Just making sure that Firecracker isn't touching our tower. We're going to go for an Evo Zap here. Void on his Firecracker. Giant in the pocket isn't nearly as good as Lava Hound in the pocket, in my opinion. So, again, we're going to go like this. Nice, nice, nice. The puffs are still tanky. We're going to go for a balloon here. He has to go for defensive arrows. We're going to zap here. And that balloon's going to get death damage. We're going to void. He had to block with a giant, which you know he doesn't want to be doing. Valkyrie in the pocket. Just to keep pressuring. That's what you got to do. You got to keep the pressure up so they can't go for anything crazy. Beautiful. Okay, he goes guards, which, questionable, I feel. Void here. Nice. He's still defending our push. Like, he went for the giant in the pocket, but he couldn't defend it. So GG's to this giant player. That's why Lava Hound is a little better. It's better in a 2-tower situation. So we're going to take the dub, BM a little bit, and catch you in the next one. Cool. Enter our next match against Toby. TDM in the Clash of Duty clan. I'm delighted to see that he's running Daggered Duchess. So yeah, even post balance changes, this deck is very strong. Unfortunately, I didn't have any of my ground units in hand. If I was quick enough, I could have negated all of the damage, but alas, I was not. Okay, so he just used his Little Prince. So I'm gonna go in here. Little Prince, one of the best answers in the game for Lava Hound. So yeah, I think he might have like just lost genuinely. Okay. I just want the Lava Hound to cross the bridge before the Inferno Dragon, and it looks like it will. We have our Void in hand, and I seriously think he just lost the game. Like, I don't know how he's supposed to defend this push. Yeah, skeletons, nice. And then what? And then what? And then what do you do? I don't understand. I don't understand how he's supposed to defend this. We're just going to Void on the Little Prince. Little Prince is gone. Those bats are going to die, and he's going to lose his entire tower. He just called GG's. And it really is GG's. That's crazy. That is the power of this deck. Wow. Awesome stuff right there. We'll see if he just gives up. I mean, I feel like I would just give up. Like, this game is definitely over. But, you know, he might not. No, it looks like he's not, actually. Wow. Just let it go, man. It's okay. It happens. It happens. All right, well, he's not going to give up, so we'll see it through. I mean, like... He actually has really good Lava Hound answers. Like, from a matchup perspective, there's really no reason why he shouldn't be able to win this. Nice. We caught the guards there. We're going to zap here as well because Evo Bats are so good against the Daggered Duchess. Nice. Okay. And now he's just rocking with the 1,000 HP left on his King Tower. So we're just going to set up with the lava and get ready for the 3-crown attempt. Oh, that guard is going in. Okay, we're going to go like this. And if he doesn't play anything, we'll hard pressure the 3-crown. Okay, we're just going to do this, honestly. Yeah. My man is kind of just delaying the inevitable here. Skeleton Dragons are really just to make sure that the Evo Skeletons don't 3-crown us. Yeah, so far, so good. We're going to go Valkyrie here because I want my E-Drag, or my Inferno Dragon to stay healthy. We're going to go for the Zap here and just clean up the rest of those towers. So GG's to Toby, DTM. Pretty easy dub. We'll go ahead and catch you in the next one. Cool. Enter our next match here against GG. Looks like he's going to be running Balloon. Sometimes when people have like one win condition in their banner and it's at a very high level, you can kind of infer that they're going to be using Balloon, but not always. Okay, we're going to do this. Ooh, wow. Wow, I actually can't believe that he like protected that preemptively. That's interesting to me. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to let that mortar do its thing. I mean, he spent a lot of elixir on it, and we're just going to go for a lava. Because we don't want a lava into an Inferno. We don't want a lava into a mortar. So we'll see what his answers are. See, Little Prince is not great for me, if I'm being honest, but that's okay. He'll probably cycle to a mortar as well, or like a building as well. So we're going to do this right away. I see fireballs. Unfortunately, I kind of messed that up where it targeted the Inferno Dragon instead of the lava, and that was a pretty big mistake. So he actually has a lot of air answers I'm starting to see. So he has Tesla, Little Prince, minions, and then he also has mortar to pull over a balloon. So from a matchup perspective, this isn't looking great, but with this deck you can really outplay any matchup. We just kind of want to survive to double elixir. I think things are going to get a little better for us in double.
Just sharpening my knives.
Yeah, we're going to Valkyrie low here. I mean, we'll see what he does to protect it, if he does anything at all to protect it. He does. So we're going to let that lock. And then we're going to zap here. Just reset that Little Prince fire rate. Valkyrie is actually still tanking for that mortar. Now it's not, but it was. Nice. So we kind of defended that, only taking one mortar shot. That's cool with me. We're going to get a little bit of splash. He saves his Tesla wisely and his Little Prince. Oh, actually, no, he didn't. He used his Little Prince. Okay, so we got some good damage there. I'm going to set up with a lava. It's important to do that when they don't have mortar in hand, because then they can't really press you with the mortar. He wasted his minions. I don't really know what that was. I guess he just needed something to cycle. I think it would have been better if he just leaked, but that's just me. Really, really fast cycle. I think I'm going to probably end up voiding his evil mortar. We'll see, though. We'll see. It kind of just depends what he plays. Okay, I'm definitely going to void the evil Tesla, I think, instead. We're going to go like this. And I'm going to Evo Zap onto the Little Prince. And those skeleton dragons are going to take care of the minions. Okay, good fireball by him. Really well defended. Like I said, my man has air answers on air answers, so kind of annoying for us, but it is what it is. We're going to go for a lava low here. He pops the ability. Not a bad play. We're going to go for Evo Valkyrie here. The good thing with the Little Prince is because it's a champion, he can't cycle to another one until he, like, the other one gets off the board. So what would normally be, like, a really fast cycle for him, it, like, now won't be. We're going to zap to make sure that these minions mostly get taken care of. Nice. And that was a really bad Little Prince. I only say it was bad because it got voided off. Okay, he can get a good fireball here, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, but he missed the Inferno Dragon. Nice. He's cycling logs so he can get back to an Ice Spirit, but that was a huge mistake. And despite that guy having an incredible amount of air defense, we got him. Lava Hound makes players make mistakes. GG's to that guy. GG's to GG. Catch you in the next match. All right, into our next match here against this guy who usually plays Minor Poison. Again, if we're looking at the accolades in the banner. So he's probably running something else. Whenever you're in like a, I was going to say, when you're in like a Classic or a Grand Challenge, people will play with usually whatever decks are just really good in the meta. So we're going to Valkyrie and get ready to go in with our Inferno Dragon. If he's running Goblin Giant Sparky, this actually will be amazing for us. Once the Spear Goblins lock on here. Beautiful. And he goes for the Rage. My man just spent like kind of a lot of elixir. I'm going to do this. I don't think he can defend this. Oh, maybe if he has a Lightning, actually. Yeah. I was going to say, I think he's going to struggle to defend this. We can Void here on the LP. And LP gets taken care of, and my boy just lost his entire tower. This deck is insane. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'll take that. Yeah. You're just kind of too aggressive to start. I don't recommend just like what did he just do? Goblin Giant Bats to start the game. Yeah. But anytime you're going against a beatdown deck, like you can always still lose. So we'll see if they just give up or not. Yeah, it looks like they're not giving up, so I respect that. I respect the hustle. I'm going to support this with an Inferno Dragon, and then I'm going to save Zap for the bats. So Inferno Dragon to take care of the Goblin Giant, and when I have Zap ready for the bats, because I feel like that's what he wants to play. There we Zap on those. Yeah, kind of obvious in my opinion. I don't know, just like that he would want to do that. We're going to Void here. I made the mistake of hitting the tower When you avoid, like, on the Little Prince, you don't want to hit the tower because then it doesn't kill the LP. Like, they survive. Like, if you look at that interaction, I barely misplaced it. So the Void spell can be kind of tricky if you don't place it correctly like I did there. And he's probably going to take my tower here because... Oh, actually, if I could get my Evo Zap down, it might be okay. But Evo Zap is so brutal against Daggered Duchess. Yeah, I think we're okay. Okay, yeah, 1 bat's fine. Okay, so we're okay here. I mean, even if he takes that right side tower, we can kind of do like a sack and attack type strategy where we just like ignore it. And then take the other tower. I'm considering voiding on the Sparky. I'm going to do it early though, because he might try and block with like a Goblin Giant. Interesting that he didn't. Because that was a fatty positive elixir trade for us. We can zap on the bats always. I think that's like what we want to be doing almost 100% of the time. Inferno Dragon almost saves our tower. That's okay though. Like I said, we're going for a tower trade anyway. Okay, Little Prince is gone. Evo Skeletons aren't going to do anything. He was just trying to cycle back to bats, but it's too little too late. So GG's to that Goblin Giant player. I mean, there's really no scenario where we lose this unless a mini P.E.K.K.A gets on the tower. We're going to go like this to just pull away the Sparky. I respect the Sparky in the pocket. It's kind of like, what else are you supposed to do in that situation? So, GG's to this guy. But we'll take the dub and catch you in the next one. Into our next matchup here against Justin for the win. Usually that's what FW means. Usually. Alright, we're going to wait here. If he doesn't do anything, I actually have a decent starting hand to Lava in the back. I know it sounds crazy. I'm just going to ignore that. I can't ignore that, though, unfortunately. But what I will do is... No, because he has Inferno. He probably has Inferno Tower or Tesla. So we're going to do this. And then we're going to go guards. And we're going to have Void ready for a building. Rocket. Okay. We'll see what he has for this. Yeah, he played his Knight. I don't know if he can defend this now that he doesn't have Rocket in hand. I'm going to zap here. Get the Inferno on. Hopefully. And see, I play bait against Lava, and I know that it's really, really hard for bait. Typically. But, no, that's a good start for him, no doubt. We're going to do this. I think if you play it early enough at full counters, yeah. I know the tricks. As someone who mains log bait usually. So this is a pretty bad matchup for log bait. But it's winnable. Like, I beat Lava players all the time. I beat Lava players a good amount when I play as bait. But it is still difficult. I'm going to kind of predict the Princess here. Or, like, just make sure he doesn't. Yeah. That's the reason I went for those high Skelly Dragons. And the matchup gets way worse for the bait player in double elixir, so. I don't want to void on this because I want to save it for the Tesla. Hopefully he doesn't like protect it. Yeah, he does. That's actually well played, to be honest. Yeah, I have to do this. That's fine. He played earlier. That was actually really smart to protect it. I don't know about that Tesla, though, because he's like overprotecting the Princess, I feel like. But maybe that's just me. That barrel's going to get 2 shots, I think, if I leave it unignored. Okay, keeping the pressure up. Again, if we can just survive single elixir, like, we'll be okay. The Evo Knight pushes are kind of scary as well. Okay. We'll see what he does here. E-Spirit isn't going to get anything. Okay, we're going to get ready. Okay, this will defend the barrel and it'll defend the Knight, which is really, really awesome. Good defense there. Let's go Lava at the bridge to support this. We have our Evo Zap in hand. Let's do Evo Zap here. Take care of the Princess, and we have Void ready for the Tesla. Wow, he activated King Tower. I'll be very impressed if that was on purpose. Void is coming down. Just try not to give him like a huge amount of rocket value. A little bit of rocket value is okay, but we don't want to... I don't think he can afford it just yet. Balloon doesn't get a hit. Incredibly well defended. Like, I gotta give credit where credit's due. Like, this is not an easy matchup. Like, as someone who plays bait, I know how difficult this matchup can be. Okay, we're gonna go Lava here. Beautiful. I will have to respond to that Princess at some point, unfortunately, but... Okay. So... We're gonna do this. Skeleton Dragons in the middle to help take care of the Princess. Zap on the Princess to take care of it. He has to go for a rocket, but what about the Lava Puffs? Nice. Gets back to another Tesla. But now we're starting to whittle him down where it's like, it's kind of annoying for him, you know what I mean? Valkyrie, just in case he goes for a Princess at the bridge, you want to cut that off. We're going to have guards ready for the barrel. I think we played it quickly enough. I'm not entirely sure. No, he logs. Well played. You just got to be careful that we don't let him get into rocket range. That's what we want to avoid at all costs. You can't play a Tesla there. He plays a Tesla low. Gonna do a decent job. Let's go ahead and zap and just take care of it. Death damage is nice. Guards here to help defend this. Again, we want to keep it out of rocket range. He goes for that. He's going to struggle to defend this. Like I said, we got to keep the pressure up. We get a void down. Maybe we can hit a Tesla as well. That's going to be in death damage or death bomb range. Got to keep the pressure up. Got to keep the pressure up. I'm going to zap here instead of defending the barrel because the barrel won't take my tower. And that's good game. Honestly, that guy played really, really well as someone who plays bait. It's just a hard matchup. So well played to Justin. We'll take the dub, though, and catch you in the next one. Cool. Into our next match here against Elfery. And I'm still thinking about that last game. I'm like, man, that guy played so well, but it's just so hard to be like a bait player with all of this beatdown that's in the meta. You know, it kind of makes me not sad, but just the state of the game. You know, the game is ever evolving with balance changes and tower troops. The meta is always shifting. Speaking of a unique meta, we're going up against a Skeleton King. Not something you see all the time. Kind of like immediately makes me think that he's running like an Elixir Golem, but then I see the Giant and I'm confused. We'll see how he supports this. Okay, he goes for a Graveyard. Guards are a great answer to the Graveyard. I don't know what this guy's thinking. He just spent 5 Elixir just to have it get completely countered. He went for the arrows. We're going to Void onto the Firecracker. Take it out. And probably take most of that tower. So, bold strategy. Again, beatdown just kind of makes your game IQ go and drop a little lower. So, I don't know what to say to this Giant Graveyard player. Man is not helping the stereotypes. 28 HP. I'm going to go ahead and leave that tower where it is. Honestly, I can just zap it later, and I'm going to go for a Lava Hound like this. Don't want to activate the King Tower. And I wouldn't be surprised if this player gave up, but at the same time, Giant Graveyard also has a ton of comeback potential, so maybe he won't. I'm going to support this with an Inferno Dragon. Okay, glad that I did. Kind of just fed me. Snowball to reset that, but even so, we have quite a push coming down. I'm actually just going to zap this, and then I'm going to avoid it, because I really don't want that Firecracker surviving. It's just like, it kills the entire push. He can arrows here, but he still has to respond to the Valkyrie. That's what I was going to say. The Valkyrie's still going to do tons of damage. He says well played. Don't know if he's being sarcastic or not, but we'll go ahead and get both of his towers into spell range, essentially. Yeah, okay. Life is good. Life is good as a Lava Hound player. We just got to avoid getting 3 crowned and we'll be fine. So I think if we hang on to our Evo Valkyrie on defense, there's really no scenario in which we get 3 crowned. And saving our Inferno Dragon for the Giant. It's really important. So we'll do this. He's probably going to go in here. Or maybe not. I don't know, honestly. Again, just want to get rid of this Evo Firecracker. Archers are pretty good too. He actually had really good air defense. Like if he played this normally and like didn't play like a total bot, I feel like he really could have won this game. But graveyard player is gonna graveyard, you know what I mean? Evo Zap here is gonna do a really good job on defense. Should I choose to use it? I might as well. I have it in cycle. We don't need the 3 crown. We're just gonna do this instead. Lava Hound in front just to kind of let him know. Kind of let him know what's coming his way. Yeah, he gives us the GGs. GGs to that Giant Graveyard player. Definitely could have played it a lot better, but we'll take the dub. Catch you in the next one. All right, into our next match against Mr. T? I don't know, I was supposed to read that, but whatever. He's running the DD. If he doesn't play anything, I can cycle a Zap. Okay, he cycles a Knight. I'm going to cycle a Zap anyway. Don't know if it's the best play. I feel like he might go in for like a Giant or something here. Little Prince. He's definitely running that Giant beatdown deck. That's really, really popular. So I'm going to wait here. Oh, he's not actually. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to Void over here just to get to my Skelly Drags to take care of the Princess. Beautiful. Okay, so he's running... I don't know. Maybe he made his own deck. Maybe this is a deck that's meta that I'm not aware of. Okay, looks like it is a bait deck. That's interesting. Wow. He played the barrel in the back. That was super well played. Alright, so it looks like it's a bait deck of sorts. Like I said, I don't know the entire variation. But we're just going to chill. I want to learn a little bit more about his deck. In general, playing against bait decks is good for me. I like playing against bait decks. Depending on the variant. Okay, we're going to go guards here for the Princess. It's really good that It's really well played that he's making me spend. Like that's a very well played on his end. I'm going to try and get this lava in front of the Inferno because the Inferno should take care of the little prince. And now I'm curious to see how he defends. I'm going to... Okay, he goes for a poison. And then I'm just going to avoid this. Take care of the Tesla early. And we have Zap ready for like if he... Princess is going to do a really good job. I'm just going to let her do her thing. Nice, and he goes for goblins. So now we can't go princess at the bridge, which is really nice. I would have liked if those puffs took care of the princess, but that was smart. He played it behind the tower, so that wouldn't be the case. He could protect this with the knight if he wants to. I think it would be kind of aggressive, but he does it. We're going to go Skelly Dragons here, and I'm going to ignore the barrel. I'm more worried about the threat at the bridge, because you can see the barrel there barely gets any damage. That's why Logbait can be so tough sometimes. Okay. Get ready for Princess at the bridge again. I'm going to cycle Zap here. Evo Zap does take care of Princess, which is really nice. Yeah, we're going to do guards here. I want that Princess getting more than one shot, honestly. Okay, Log comes down. Double Elixir is our time. We'll see how well he defends. Inferno Dragon here, I think, is the move. And I'm actually going to Evo Zap on defense here because I don't want that to get too much damage. I'm going to avoid on the Princess. Princess is gone. Valkyrie is tanking for the Tesla. I'm curious to see if he has a rocket. Oh, no, he has poison. That's right. He's running Logbait poison. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. And you can see we're starting to make up some of the damage, but he's playing outstanding, if I'm being honest. But look at all the damage we're getting. That's great damage. Bad Princess. Kind of like a Desperation Princess. You could feel it. You could feel the desperation when he went for it. Beautiful. We're going to go Valkyrie here to make sure the Knight stops walking and then go for the Inferno Dragon. I'm going to avoid on the Evo Tesla as well. Told you, this is so hard for them. Good block. He actually blocked the Void, but we zapped to take care of those Goblins. And now the Inferno Dragon is threatening to lock on tower. He has to go for a defensive Princess, but he can't stop the Inferno Dragon from locking on the tower. So we're going to give him the good game. He played very well, exceptionally well. It's just a brutal time to be a Logbait player. So GG's to this guy. We'll take the dub. Catch you in the next one. Into likely our last match of the video against Woxie. We'll see, though. I'm having fun with this deck. We've only lost like once. My man drops the LP crying emote. If he doesn't play anything, which he does, he plays that. I would have cycled a Zap. I'm glad I didn't. Looks like he's going to be running the Giant Beatdown deck. We'll see what he can do. Night Witch can give us problems. Does he go in here? Wow. That is a lot of troops. I'm just going to do this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And he missed the Zap. My man just went all in right to start. If he would have hit the Zap, I don't think it would have been much of a different outcome, but we survived. I think the only damage he got was the spell damage on the tower. We need to be careful. I would love to get to my Evo Zap as quickly as possible because the Night Witch bats give us tons of problems in this matchup. You need to be careful with how you use your Skeleton Dragons and, again, how you use your Zap. So we're going to go Valkyrie here and set up a defense, but our cycle's not the best to defend this. It just ain't. I feel like he knows it, too. Yeah. Wow. I mean, we're going to do this. And that works, honestly. That worked really well. We kind of just destroyed that entire push. And now we're going to have our Evo Zap and cycle. These guards are going to get a bit of damage as well. Okay, he uses his Zap. I think I'm going to set up a push in the opposite lane. I don't know if I want to Lava into all of those Night Witch bats. So we're up a teeny bit of Elixir. Let's Lava in the corner. I'm curious to see if he pushes in the same lane as me or if he sets up in the opposite lane. Because Evo Valkyrie attacks air, it's not a bad option. Okay, I'm going to support this with Skelly Drags just to kind of help out with the bats. We're going to wait just a little bit, though. Okay, like this. And then Evo Valkyrie attacks air. So I'm going to do this. It'll pull over everything to our side of the bridge. I hope it pulls away the Phoenix. Wow, that Evo Valkyrie was insane. That Evo Valkyrie just carried us. Oh my, it is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful waiting to go in, you know what I mean? Oh, and we're going to do this. We're going to do this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Night Witch is gone. What happened to the Night Witch? Don't ask me. She's gone. Beautiful stuff there. Okay. And he doesn't want... He can't really make a push without his Night Witch is the thing. Okay, he tries to now. Let's do this. No Night Witch in hand. It's going to be tough to defend this. We're going to get a late Zap onto everything here. And a Void as well. Beautiful stuff. And that's what I'm talking about, picking your spots. Like, we waited to go in. Like, he had those 2 pushes at the beginning that were really hard for us to defend. We survived them. We made 1 really good lava push, and we absolutely obliterated this guy. So GG's to Wolxy, playing probably one of the most popular decks in the meta, and we took him down. So hopefully that was helpful if you struggle in the giant matchup. GG's. We'll catch you in the outro. And that's going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. If you only have 1 Evo, I'd keep Evo Zap and put in Barbarians, or you can keep the Valkyrie in there, whatever you feel like. Thank you so much for watching. Give this deck a try. I promise you will get lots and lots of wins. It's so strong in the meta. So thank you once again for watching, and I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace.